Watch this video to complete the workbook page, Buying Hot Chocolate, from the My First Piano Adventure Level B writing book. Let's get ready to begin. Open your writing book to page 54 and grab something to write with. Let's start by taking a look at the blue box on the left-hand side. Here you will find a description of the musical tie. This says that a tie is a curved line connecting two notes on the same line or the same space. It is very important that they be on the same line or the same space. If you look at these two line notes, you will see they are on the very same line. So that curved line that looks almost like a smiley face is a tie. And if you look at these two notes that are on a space, you'll notice that they are also on the very same space. So what does a tie mean? Well, a tie means that the note will be played once, but held for the length of both notes that are combined. So you only play the very first note, but then you hold that note down for the whole time. This means that you do not play the second note. So these two notes here are just one note. We play it one time and we hold it for a ta-ah, 3 beats. Let's take a step away from the workbook page and look at this on a whiteboard. Here's my whiteboard. It looks blank now, but we can fix that. Let's draw some things on it. We'll start by drawing a note. Remember, you always want to start by drawing the note head, color it in if you need to, and then draw the stem. That's the easiest way to draw a note. Now, how many beats is this note worth? This is a quarter note, or sometimes we call it ta, and it's worth 1 beat. He looks pretty lonely, so we're going to draw another note. Note head, fill it in, and the stem. How many beats is this note worth? Did you say 1? Yes, it's worth 1 beat. If we played this rhythm the way it's written now, we would say ta, ta. But let's change it. I'm going to draw a tie. What does that tie do? That tie connects the notes. It adds them together. So now we don't have ta, ta. We have one note we hold for 2 beats. Ta. And that is really the easiest way to think about a tie. You see, a tie is a musical plus sign. When we see a tie, we treat it like a plus and we add the beats together. So let's get ready to do some musical addition. But first we need to make sure we know the value of all of our notes. We were just working with the first note, so we know it gets 1 beat. But do you know how many beats the other notes get? Now we know all the note values. Let's get down to doing some musical math problems. There is one other thing that I want to make sure you know. A tie can be written in 2 different directions. When it's written like this, it connects notes with the note head on top, and the other way, the note head's on the bottom. Both of these symbols are ties as long as they are connecting notes that are on the same line or the same space. Here's our first problem. 2 quarter notes tied together. How many beats do they get together? 1 beat plus 1 beat equals 2 beats. This is one note that we hold for 2 beats. Ta. Let's try another one. 2 half notes connected with a tie. How many beats does this get? Well, this is really a math problem, 2 plus 2. Which equals 4. This is one note that is held for 4 beats. Ta. Let's try another one. This time I'm going to draw left-hand notes that point down to the ground. And because of that, the slur will be on top like a rainbow instead of the way that it was pointing for the other notes that faced up. This is also a tie, and we're going to do our math exactly the same way. So how many beats does this note get? Well, this is a 3 plus 1. So this is also 4 beats long. Ta. Let's do one more on the whiteboard. This time we're going to challenge ourselves with a 3-note tie. That's right. You can connect more than 2 notes with a tie as long as they are all on the same line or the same space. Now, how many beats long do we hold this note? Well, we're just going to put in all of our rhythm values, just like we were doing for the other problems. And where you see a tie, we're going to put in a plus sign. So this works out to be 2 plus 4 plus 4, which I know is 10. This is a 10-beat note. Let's hear how long it is. Ta, ah, 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 ah. That is a long note. Okay, I think we're ready to go back to our workbook page. Each mug of hot chocolate on this page has at least 2 tied notes inside of it, and we need to find out how many beats each of these sets of notes should be held for. And then once we figure that out, we need to connect the mug to the group of pennies at the bottom of the page that has the same number. So we'll begin with the pink cup. The pink cup has 3 beats in it. Which group of pennies has 3 pennies? I see it. Let's do one more together. We'll take a look at the blue cup. Now, in the blue cup, there are 2 dotted half notes tied together. And a dotted half note is worth 3 beats. So we're adding 3 and 3. Do you know how many total beats that is? It is 6. Now we just need to figure out which group of pennies has 6 pennies in it. Do you see it? We are headed to the pennies all the way in the bottom corner. I'm going to have you finish the last 5 mugs of hot chocolate on your own. You'll pause the video now, and then when you come back, you can see the answers that I will fill in here for you. Make sure to press pause. Here are all of the answers color-coded so that it's easier to see which ones connect to each group of pennies. Go ahead and check all of your answers to see if you have them right. How did you do? Well, that's our lesson for today. You did a fabulous job. I'm going to go ahead and give you a check, a star, a plus, and a smiley face for a job well done. Bravo.